Welcome. My name is Larry Pfeiffer, and I'm a Regional Superintendent of Schools, and I work in the Regional Office of Education. The purpose of this video is to try to explain both what the Regional Superintendent does and the purpose and function of the Regional Offices of Education. The individuals you see there are elected regional superintendents from across the state. While we're assembled in Springfield, we work close to home. From the very largest counties in the collar counties around Chicago to the more rural districts like I serve, we can have either a single county or multi-counties. What do we do and how do we do it? We're intermediate educational services. We're a partnership in the delivery of education. The General Assembly, through the legislative process, will develop school laws and codes, while the Illinois State Board of Education is assigned some of these responsibilities. The Regional Offices of Education have 935 citations in the code. More about us. We're elected to office, and there are 44 throughout the state. We have 3 intermediate service areas in suburban Cook County. The Chicago Public Schools have the Illinois State Board as the overseer. We were established in 1865, and again, we're listed 925 times in the Illinois School Code. The duties of the Regional Superintendent, they're wide and varied, but I'd like to say from the time your children leave for school until they return on those school buses, the Regional Offices of Education have duties and responsibilities every step of the way. Health, life, safety of your schools. Nearly 3,000 school buildings are inspected annually by the Regional Superintendents of Schools, and we have to determine that they're safe and fit for children. This building I know intimately. That was a building I had to condemn after being unusable after a mine subsidence incident. This is a great example of people that are involved with regional office, from the 2 custodians to the nurse and the school principal. They've all went through criminal background checks. They've all received in-service training. Everything from the custodians that have to document the pesticides that are used at the building to the nurse that has to talk about immunization records. Sometimes we do some things with our buildings. We issue occupancy permits. We work with architects and school districts, engineers, making sure that buildings are safe and adequately drawn to the specifications. We also do this without charge to our districts. This is important in many rural districts because we don't have code officials. I know you've been caught behind a bus like this before with individuals on there. Rest assured that the school bus drivers in the state of Illinois each year annually will go through a refresher. It gives them the opportunity to learn about the newest laws and the safety procedures that will keep your children safe. In my little region alone, we travel 3.5 million bus miles every year. A Regional Safe School program is designed, it's an educational program that will take children that are considered normally disruptive and can be expulsion eligible and allows them to continue their education without being expelled to the streets. It's a wonderful program. Professional development. You may hear that your children, the teachers have a workshop day or an institute day. Chances are pretty good that the regional offices in some way will be involved with that professional development activity. From the aides to the superintendents and the principals, they all have some type of activity and interaction with the school district and the regional offices of education. Back to safety. Criminal background checks are a process that we use in the state of Illinois to make sure that we've got good people around our children. Everyone that's employed or has regular daily contact with our children in our schools must first go through a criminal background check. The GED examination is an opportunity for individuals that have dropped out of school to obtain credentials so that they can move forward, either in employment or education. Yes, the Regional Offices of Education deal with the GED testing throughout the state. Interestingly enough, we maintain those records for up to 60 years to document the fact that they did receive the credentials and can share that with potential employers. We also work to make sure that children stay in school. That's one of the highest priorities. So in doing such, we have to work on truancy and promote attendance both with our schools and our parents and students. If you've ever heard of school district consolidation, that's just one of about 11 different ways that you can realign school districts and their boundaries. Yes, the regional offices of education deal with that process as well too. Educator or teacher certification is the area that's probably grown and changed the most over the last decade. Since No Child Left Behind has come into place and the requirement that we have highly qualified educators around our children, the need and the scope of educator certification has changed dramatically. Many times the regional offices serve as front line to determine what those needs are. We also serve with grant coordination, dealing with topics as ranging as mentoring to literacy, prevention, early childhood, and after-school program, all designed to work on the services to our constituents while collaborating and cooperating with our local districts. In summary, the regional offices of education are in place to provide services and assistance to our schools. We insist that our schools follow the school code and the laws, but we assist our schools in making this happen. In conclusion, the regional offices of education, under the leadership of the elected regional superintendents, perform our statutory duties to guarantee the best educational opportunities for Illinois families. I included that photo. It's one of my personal favorites of two young girls, happy and ready to learn. This has been the pilot, the premier section of the Knowledge Sharing Network. I thank you for your time, and I hope that you've learned a little bit more about the regional offices of education and the regional superintendents.